get that good weed. Now my eyes red, works on my high head. I talk to him, but can't tell you what God said.
What's going on, DUBCNN.com. I'm here with Skeme of Inglewood. What's going on, dude?
Man, just out here working, enjoying myself, enjoying the blessings that I receive. You know, we out here at Paid Dudes rocking. Something legendary for the coast. I'm more than happy to be here.
All right, man. So yeah, first off, tell us about your set today and how everything's going so far, and your latest project that you just dropped.
Have fun, man. Today we put out Pistols in October of last year, and today was just, reaping what we sow. We put in a lot of work with the project, a lot of groundwork as far as going out of town, performing out of town, performing here at home, making sure we got to every blog possible. And to walk out on stage and see the people with their hands up and actually repeating the words before I got out there was, that was the biggest, probably one of the biggest things I've ever seen, in my career. So, it was a lot of love out there, and I appreciate it more than anything, especially rolling into this new project,
Okay, tell us about the new project you're
Statement, on the way, definitely a more intimate project than the one that we gave you with Pistols, even though Pistols is all the way Me Too. I think this one is a broader project, to say the least, as far as production goes and content and things that we talk about on this one. So, I hope my fans, build off of the last one and like this one a lot, fall in love with this one like they did Pistols.
Okay, so yeah, talk about, the progression of your career. You're talking about rocking, something as big as Paid Dues. What are some of the highlights, the milestones you go, stick in your head?
Yeah, this is definitely huge for me. I told somebody earlier that last year I remember getting the flyer for the event and seeing, some of my partners on the flyer, and I just was like, man, I wish I was on that bill, So this year for me to be able to rock was an honor, like I said, and even just the people that I'm on the stage with, whether it be my peers, Black Hippie, Don Kennedy, Casey, those are all dudes that I rock with on a regular. I see them every other day. So, to be able to all move at one time and for lack of a better word, this West Coast renaissance of artists, it's dope to me. Much
Definitely. Yeah, tell us a little bit about, some of your partners and some of the dudes, you fucking with, as far as, Dom and all those guys. What kind of kind of a group are you guys like, as far as just the guys you're around and you're working with?
These are just my partners, whether it be, I think these are a group of dudes that I would rock with even if I wasn't rapping, and I like people around me that are like that, I got a lot of love for Dom. Dom really kind of put me on a different pedestal when he brought me out for that West Side with Love project. I've been knowing Casey since he was he's 17 now, probably knew him when he was 14, so. We've been rocking with Casey for a little bit. He actually lives 2 blocks up from me, so that's my dude. Kendrick, real humble. In my opinion, in my honest opinion, probably one of the best spitters that the city has right now. And I got love for him all day long. So, I got a lot of love for my peers and the dudes that I work with. You'll see them on my project. You saw them on my last project, so I'll definitely have them on the new one also.
Okay, so yeah, specific-wise, who are you going to be messing with on the beats and, on the features as far as this upcoming project?
Yeah, as far as production, we finished. We're actually finished with the project. It's been recorded. As far as production, I think one of the bigger names, Bink, was on the, the legend. He's on the project. Boy Wonder's on the project. Producers by the name of Sleepwalkers are on the project, which gave me 2 dope ones. The Futuristics that are dope as hell.
Nice.
And always Roosevelt, my brother. I rock with him all day long. He gave me 4. He gave y'all Keep It G, First 48, Switch on the last project. So this time around, we got some new, tricks up our sleeve. Just a lot of love for, just the West Coast in general, or Inglewood in general.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna ask you about your movement again. What do you think is kind of the underlying force behind this whole movement of you guys coming up? I know there are a lot of different West Coast people that are trying to come up, and it's tough to break out of the West Coast these days just because of some the past and the stigmas and stuff. So tell us about that.
I think the world is just now getting ready to a point where they're down to accept something new from us. Everything doesn't have to be Dickies and house shoes and rags everywhere. We do have a different kind of face, and there are people who have to speak that didn't have that lifestyle. And I think we're really getting a big shot at being able to do that, just in general. and just being you. I think the internet kind of did that too for most independent artists, making it cool again to be you as an artist. You don't have no kind of standard that I have to go by to be a good artist anymore. You know, just do you. And that's what I'm stressing to every artist that I ever come over. You know, if they have a problem with anything, it's just be you. Because they can't help but to love that. You know, and if they don't, then that's not a, you know what I mean, that's not a true fan. So,
Yeah, definitely.
that's why I love my fans to death, because they got to accept everything that's going on. You know, for real.
For sure, man. So I guess some last words, words of advice. You guys, like you said, you guys build this up from the ground up.
Yeah.
How do you guys, what would you advise to someone else trying to do that? And, how did you do it? Just, building up the movement you guys have.
As far as me and Dom had a big conversation about this last week in Texas, but as far as building something up from the ground, what we made sure that we was always going to do, what we're going to continue to do, is always, for lack of a better phrase, everything with the homies. We really did everything with our friends, people that we really rock with. We kept it in-house. We didn't fish out, big names to come help us. We're not piggybacking nobody. We really made our own lane. So, if to any other artist that's trying to do the same thing, like I said, make your own lane, blaze your own path, and do your own thing. Like, for real, ride in it. Because once I found out what I wanted to be as an artist, I rode with it and I stuck with it. We're here.
Dope, man. Thanks a lot, and best of luck in the future.
You already know. Much love. Skeme, DUBCNN.
Forget that good weed. Now my eyes red. Works in my high head. I talk to him, but can't tell you what God said.